updated on tomorrow's negotiations with Busways management, which can see the bus network restricted to operate on a Saturday timetable.
Our advice is for any commuters for Thursday to contact Busways as soon as they're able to and find out what services are running or what are not.
Sky Hull, NBN News.
For many families battling the state's crippling drought, luxury items are the first thing to go from the budget. Now, public schools have banded together to help Year 12 students enjoy an important milestone.
Where Year 12 students become bells of the ball. But getting dolled up can come with a hefty price tag.
The Year 12 formal's been a rite of passage for a long time, and without an appropriate dress, we were concerned that many girls wouldn't be able to go.
And for those living in drought-stricken New South Wales, having some spare cash for a frock and heels is certainly not on the cards. So, Steve Harris put out the call to public schools across the state for a novel way to help struggling families. Now, close to 500 pre-loved dresses have been collected for the Dust Off Your Frock appeal.
Some of the students not having access to shampoo and conditioner, the luxury items that very quickly get wiped off. Dresses were something that the girls would often go to big cities to purchase, so it was just something that we thought could work.
Every school's pack has been carefully sorted with a range of sizes, colours and styles. Short, long, frills, lace and a whole lot of sparkle, all headed out west.
Dubbo, Parks, Burke, Brewarrina.
But it's not just about the ladies. Organisers now wanting some suits gifted for the boys. If you'd like to get involved, you can take any donations to your local public school.
To see the dresses, enjoying a second lease of life and making somebody's night.
Samantha Long, NBN News.
Expert judges have sipped through more than 300 Hunter Valley wines at this year's Boutique Wine Show. In its 30th year, tasting was held at Maitland Showground, with each entry judged on a number of criteria.
Wine has to have brightness, it has to have balance, it has to have pedigree. So very good quality that speaks of the area.
The winners will be announced on Friday night.
Still to come, Bill Cosby prepares to learn his fate.
Take your multi to the next level with the Ladbrokes Multiverse, the only place to combine a same-game multi with your regular multi-picks, built across codes, games and bet types for unmatched betting flexibility with Ladbrokes. Back yourself.
In a perfect world, the perfect toddler would be a perfect eater. In the real world, you need a more balanced approach. Supporting 4 key pillars of toddler nutrition with the Illuma Toddler Platinum Care Complex, S26 Gold Toddler brings you closer.
People don't really realize how much of an impact the feet have on the rest of the body. A lot of times people with knee pain, there's really nothing going on with their knee. The issue is actually stemming from the foot. So now we're predisposed to hip pain, low back pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that when the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy, you're going to feel better, and you're not going to have to spend so much time worrying and thinking about your pain.
See if they work for you at Good Feet Store Katara.
You look after them. And with amazing eyesight driver assist technology, we'll look after you. The all-new Subaru Forester. Every moment is a chance to do.
Night school. How far can it be? Ready to get started? What's the capital of Belgium? Waffles? What? Technically down. There's no cure for what you're wearing. You got learning herpes? Boy, I'm blistering up. It's because I'm trying to fix it.
Make the switch to Newcastle permanent, and you could get $1,500 cash back on one of our great variable home loans. We reward our customers, not shareholders, and are an award-winning alternative to the 4 major banks. Which means you can get a great home loan and get on with life. Make the switch to Australia's Home Lender of the Year today. Newcastle Permanent.
As
As Australia moves to the NBN, now is the time to join an award-winning provider with service and performance that's out of this world. Turn to TPG. Get unlimited data with phone line for $59.99 a month. With more than 1.8 million broadband customers, our group is the second largest internet provider in Australia, connecting you to the internet.
tpg.com.au.
Hello, I heard that we can sell our house online and save thousands in real estate fees.
List your home on Buy My Place and save an average of $21,000.
For just $695, we provide the support you need to sell your property. Plus, a listing on the major property portals. You can even add an auctioneer. Just select your package, create your listing, and start selling.
We've sold 2 places on Buy My Place, and we've saved a fortune.
Call or go to Buy My Place now.
A solo sailor rescued after his boat overturned in the Indian Ocean will be brought to Australia for treatment. Avalash Tommy and a second sailor were picked up by a French fishing vessel after their yachts were damaged by a powerful storm. Tommy was left with a serious back injury.
The current intentions, though, is HMAS Ballarat is still proceeding to Amsterdam Island. The vessel arrived there on Friday, and at this stage both sailors will then be brought on board and returned to Australia.
The sailors were taking part in the round-the-world Golden Globe yacht race.
He was once known as America's dad, one of the most powerful figures in Hollywood. But tomorrow, Bill Cosby will find out if he's going to jail. At his sentence hearing for sexual assault, a judge was told he has uncontrollable urges and remains a threat to women.
On the last walk to what could be his last night at home, Bill Cosby, his fall from grace, almost complete.
Mr. Cosby, do you have any remorse?
In April, Cosby was found guilty of drugging and sexually assaulting Canadian basketball star Andrea Constant at his Pennsylvania home 14 years ago. She faced her attacker today and told the judge deciding Bill Cosby's fate, "All I am asking for is justice," as the court sees fit. Bill Cosby walked with a cane into court, where his lawyers argued he is too old and too frail to spend any time behind bars. The 81-year-old declared legally blind. But the prosecution is calling for between 5 and 10 years jail, saying nobody is above the law, and despite his age, the threat to women remains.
It's time for the end of delays and excuses, and Judgment Day will be tomorrow.
This sentence is about Bill Cosby's crimes against one woman, but the case has always been about so much more. More than 60 women have come forward to accuse Bill Cosby of sexual misconduct throughout his lengthy career spanning more than 50 years. Among them, and in court today, model Janice Dickinson and actress Lily Bernard. Lily was a guest star on The Cosby Show in 1992.
Is your husband there? He's running errands, but I can leave him a note.
When she shot this scene, she says she'd already fallen victim to Bill Cosby's sexual violence.
Once he gained my total trust, then he drugged me and raped me. And when I kept screaming and wailing, he pushed a pillow in my face to silence my screams, and I couldn't breathe.
Whatever the judge hands down tomorrow, the defence has said there will be an appeal. In Norristown, Pennsylvania, Lizzie Pearl, NBN News.
Maurice Payne joined world leaders as she made her United Nations debut, replacing Julie Bishop as Australia's top diplomat. But the new foreign minister wasn't the only fresh face at the summit in New York.
At the United Nations, representing a divided government, Maurice Payne's first time on diplomacy's biggest stage.
Although it's not circumstances that we would necessarily wish on ourselves, they are what they are, and we're getting on with the job.
For 5 years, Julie Bishop was Australia's foreign face. Now on the backbench, she says other leaders are calling, asking why she isn't there.
I'm a less familiar but nevertheless familiar face, having spent 3 years as Australia's Defence Minister. A lot of people with whom I've worked over that time are here.
Tonight she'll meet with Donald Trump at a dinner before the President addresses the Assembly tomorrow.
Wherever Donald Trump goes, he's used to having the focus firmly on him. But here in New York, the world's most powerful man is being forced to share the spotlight with one of the world's youngest leaders,
and a much younger member of her delegation. New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern and her 3-month-old daughter Neve, the stars of Leaders Week. This appearance on the General Assembly floor earning the Kiwi an appearance on US morning television.
My appreciation of parents, mothers and solo mothers particularly, parents who do it on their own, my appreciation for that has increased tenfold. I already had that appreciation, but now it's another level.
A security badge even made up for New Zealand's first baby before nap time in the city that never sleeps. Charles Croucher, NBN News.
Cars were left piled on top of each other as flash floods swept through parts of Tunisia. At least 5 people were killed in the record-breaking rainfall on the Cape Bon Peninsula in the country's northeast.
Now to Gavin Morris for a quick look at the weather. And Gav, there's a little more rain on the way.
Yes, not quite that amount, but there was some pretty good falls around Coffs, 30 up to 50 millimetres in fact coming down over the past 24 hours. The showers have been backing off throughout northeastern New South Wales and southern Queensland, but they're going to ramp up a little over the next 48 hours in fact, so more shower activity, a little bit inland, not big numbers there. Then it's going to get really warm to hot as we move towards the weekend, and then a very cold change is going to come through, and that's going to trigger more wet weather again as we move into the weekend. So the classic spring roller coaster has been unleashed for the remainder of the week and the up-and-coming weekend. All of your local details headed your way a little later.
Thanks, Gav. Ahead in the news, the remarkable electrical implant helping paralysed people walk again.
And the new airport dogs sniffing out stressed out passengers.
This was a surprise. Let's stop over a couple with the old man.
I just realised I left my tools outside, mate.
I'll still be too, Dad.
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
Callum Murray.
Callum Murray.
Callum Murray.
Let's make it Jack. Drink it through with Dare iced coffee.